Hi guys. So today I'm doing a tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. I've already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down. We're going to flip them over together and see what's in store for about the next 2 weeks. So the way I do this is I have positions, and each position has a meaning, and I'm just going to tell you about them as I go. So the first position is the position of the back, which talks about the recent past. What's been going on with you, Gemini? And the two cards I have are Strength in reverse, coupled with the the oracle card of Venus, the planet Venus. Okay, so this is like being unable to give up something that we're attracted to. Give up something that that we like. Could be, it could also be a person that we're attracted to, right? But being the inability to let go, that's strength in reverse, when perhaps it might be time, or perhaps the situation calls for it at the moment. Now, I am going to look at this in a little bit more detail in a second, but before I do, I want to get all the positions flipped over. So there's 4 more, and then I'm going to go back and look at this a little bit deeper and see what, specifically what kind of things, like what sort of things that we like. It could be a relationship, person, place, or thing, and I'm going to get specifics in a second. So the next position is a position of the head. This just tells me what you're thinking and what your strategies are at the moment, Gemini. I've got the 3 of Wands upside down with the oracle card of the volcano. Now, the volcano a lot of times is just blowing off steam. Sometimes it's just relaxation. Like I think of like a steam room too. But it can be actually explosive. In this case, I feel like if it is explosive, it's not us, okay? The 3 of Wands tells me that if something's exploding, it's somebody else, and we're like watching it, we notice it, we're seeing it, and that's why it's in our thoughts here. Yeah, it's somebody else. Someone else is kind of like either flying off the handle, or it has like uncontrolled emotional outbursts sort of thing going on here. And we're witnessing this, and we're like thinking to ourselves, what's going on? Okay, let's keep going. The next position is the position of the heart. This tells me how you're feeling, probably about this whole situation. So let's take a look. We've got the 10 of Pentacles upside down with the road forward, the path forward. So this is, again, kind of hearkening back to this recent past, okay? The situation, this thing that we can't let go of, it has value to us, and we just aren't willing to part with it yet. And it's showing up here as the 10 of Pentacles upside down. It's like we don't want to let go of it. That's why it's upside down. Now, 10 of Pentacles is actually more like big money. It can be like property, like let go of like a home, or something like truly like with that's very valuable, something that is really worth a lot, because we want to keep it, and that's the path forward. We want to continue to maintain it. The fact that this is upside down tells me maybe the situation is kind of calling for you to lose it, or calling for you to move on from it, but we're not. Let's keep going, and at the end of this, I'm gonna get advice to see if you guys really should or shouldn't be letting go of this thing that we're having a hard time parting with. But that's gonna be at the very, very end. So the next position, there's just 2 more, is the position of the hand. It's just the actions you're taking. What are you actually doing right now? I've got the 3 of Swords. Oof, again, it's like it would hurt our feelings to part with this thing. It is like, it's personal. This thing that we don't want to lose, it's personal to us. And with Libra here, that's interesting. Libra. It's almost like we're saying like, I don't want to say it's not fair. Libra's right side up. It is fair, but we're not happy about it. We're really not happy about it, and I feel like there's a third party here that is coming in, right? There's still a third party influence here. Someone's taking this thing. Someone's taking it, right? This person here, this 3 of Wands person. Let's keep going. The last position, this is short-term future. What's actually going to happen? And I am going to look at this and get a little bit more clarification because I'm a little bit hazy on this, but I'm going to go back to that in a second. So the short-term future looks like we have the Knight of Swords with the cat. This is a lot of thinking, but not a lot of doing. A lot of strategizing, a lot of planning, but not a lot of doing. A lot of careful planning with the cat. The cat is careful. All right, I just want to go back because I'm going to piece this all together, and then when I go back to this, I'm going to know more about what I'm talking about here. But in general, this is strategy. This is like just strategizing. Again, next 2 weeks. Let's look at the thing that we don't want to part with. It is, the situation is lingering with us. It's like the recent past, but also the current moment. Tell me about the position of the back here. The situation is at our backs. That's the way I look at the position of the back. Tell me about strength in reverse, please, for my Geminis. Tell me about strength in reverse for my Geminis, please. Tell me about strength in reverse with Venus. What's this thing that we like that we can't let go of? Tell me about strength in reverse with Venus. Oh, there we go. Well, that's weird. Whoa, it is property. It totally is property. Now, this can just be like rent, right? It doesn't have to be like ownership. But really, look at this. The city with the number 4. The number 4 is all about like stability and like what 4 corners, right? Like a house. And the city, it doesn't have, it could be an apartment too at the city rather than an actual home, because there is a home card in here. So with the city, this could be property. This is definitely like something like a permanent, what do you call it? Asset, like an asset, but like a permanent asset. Oh, and look at the next card. I just peeked, and it's of course the house. So I really do think this has to do with property. It could be that we're kind of being put in a situation where maybe we're thinking about, or we're supposed to, or being pushed to leave a place behind, but we don't want to because we really like it and we're attached to it. Okay. So now let's look at what's going on in the mental space. This is what we're thinking about. So we're thinking about this third-party explosion. The nut upside down. So the nut upside down to me is like an end to something, or a lack of opportunity, a lack of being given starting funds or starting resources, but it can also be the natural end to something, I would say. The natural end, like let's say if a contract was coming to a close, I would also see that as this. Sorry, I don't mean to wave it around. I'm gonna hold it steady so you guys can actually see it. And underneath that, Cancer. And underneath that, the moon. So yeah, this is like, Cancer is protective. Like I feel like shelter with Cancer, and the moon, I feel like shelter. Cancer with the moon is just shelter here. And I feel like so maybe, we don't have another place to go to. That could be it too, and that's why this is blowing up in our mental space. It could be that this is a third party that's unavailable to us, right? This would also be like unavailable. So that's what's going through our minds here, is like perhaps another reason why we're like, we don't really want to let this place go, this shelter go, is because we don't have anywhere else to go. We don't have a third party. This is again the third party card offering us anything with the nut upside down. All right. I don't really need to look at the position of the heart. This is just, again, reiterating the fact that we want to keep the place that we have and we don't want to leave it. Or the asset. Remember, this can be just a valuable asset. And that's that. So let's move on to the position of the hand. This is kind of really feeling screwed over. This is feeling screwed over by how everything played out, by like it was cut and dry. It is cut and dry. It's not unfair per se, but it's a rough deal. That's what this is. It's a rough deal. Oops, that card's upside. All right, tell me about the position of the hand for my Geminis. Tell me about the position of the hand for my Geminis. Okay, so we have the hourglass. Could be that there is time still involved beyond 2 weeks, or timing is a problem, right? It could actually be that this Three of Swords is the timing is what screws us, right? This is all rushed, or it's just the wrong time because we don't have that third party available. At the bottom, Mars upside down. Ugh. Yeah, Mars upside down. Oof, rough. Mars upside down with coal underneath it, right? It's like a total block from your, like, an ability to do something. It's like, I got hosed and I'm basically just screwed. And underneath that, the bridge, underneath that, Jupiter, which is talking about the opportunity that you otherwise would have had but don't have, because it wasn't offered to you. There isn't anyone making you another alternative offer to this thing that you're losing. That's why it's a raw deal. Now let's move on to the position of the short-term future. Now this is like kind of what tells me, like, how are you going to come out of this? Like, you have a strategy, I think, but it's like, I feel like actually you're coming up with a strategy in the next 2 weeks on how to deal with this. So I'm at the Cat with the Knight of Swords. This is you coming up with something to get out of this situation that you got really screwed over with. Okay, I had 4 cards come out, a whole block, and let's see if I can hold these up at the same time. So I've got the Key, Scorpio, the Heart, and the number 8. Well, the Key and Scorpio is, I mean, I feel like that again is speaking to the house, right? The home, the key to the home. Scorpio is getting screwed over, not having that. Or the Key is also control, not having that. You don't have that. It doesn't have to be the physical key, but you don't have control here. And then the Heart with the 8. It's like I was saying, it's personal. The Heart, it just tells me that it's personal. And again, it's like, look, 2 hearts. Like, we're really feeling shysted right now. And then the 8 here is like as a number of protection. So it's like, yeah, we just feel like we're screwed. Like, our protection is gone, right? Scorpio, we were feeling the sting to both our control and our sense of protection. On the bottom, the number 3 and the number 2 underneath that could be that the reason why we're having to leave a place is due to a roommate, is due to other people, a situation changing, but because also other people are involved in this situation. The number 3 and the number 2, these are all numbers for second part for another party. All right, so let's get some advice for you guys. Kind of know what's going on now with you, but let's get advice. Okay, let's do a tarot card and then an oracle card. Can I get some advice for my Geminis, please? What should my Geminis be focused on? What should they be doing? What should they be aware of? Any messages for advice for my Gemini? Oh, shoot. That's a lot of cards. Well, these 3, and then this one came out after. I'm not going to take this one. All right, so I have 4 cards. I feel like these 3 are the main ones here. I've got the Fool upside down, the Queen of Swords upside down, and the 10 of Cups right side up. Huh. That's interesting. This is really weird advice. This is like almost telling me to, it's like saying like, not even don't worry about it, but literally take a leap of faith here and like completely disregard the fact that you might be screwed because everything's going to work out fine. I'm not one to sugarcoat a situation. Trust me, that is not me. But to me, look at this. The Queen of Swords upside down is like, well, you don't really even need to see the situation clearly. Or perhaps there is no way to see the situation clearly. The Fool upside down is just being ignorant. And then with the 10 of Cups right side up, though, it really is telling me everything's going to work out regardless of the fact that maybe you got caught off guard, maybe you got screwed, and maybe you don't have a leg to stand on right now. Everything's going to work out fine. Now, the reason it might work out fine might not be quite so magical. The next card is the 10 of Wands. Opportunity for work is probably going to be what literally saves you. Is like you're going to have opportunities to make money, to take care of your situation. You're basically going to have the opportunity to put in the work to fix it. And then the next couple cards are just reiterating the same thing because I'm peeking here, even though I'm going to do an oracle card. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles is the next card, which just talks to me about specifics. So it's like all the little specifics. It's like this could even, this is work. This is skilled work. 8 of Pentacles. Again, it's just like, it's going to work out because you're either going to be given a job or you're going to just make enough money. It's going to like fall back on your work. Your work is going to save you, and you don't you don't have to worry about it. You actually don't have to worry about it. Let's do an oracle card. This seems like a little too sugar-coated for my taste. Let's do an oracle card to see what's really going on. See if it's like, get confirmation on, I don't like things this sugar-coated. Doesn't seem real. All right, tell me advice for my, all right, Aries. So, the number 2. This is literally just keep chugging along. Keep chugging along. Aries is literally just energy. It's just like keep moving, or like don't lose your energy. You know, don't have a malaise. You know, like be a go-getter. Essentially, that's what Aries is telling me. But then also the number 2, it's like there is someone who is going to help you. Like if you're looking for a roommate, you're going to get a roommate. If maybe having a job that pays well is what you need, you're going to get that opportunity. Looking at the next 3 cards, I've got the torch with the volcano and the moon here. This is like a lot of things, I don't want to say falling into place, it's not going to be that easy, but a lot of things like happening all at once so it's like literally like things blowing up, right? But this is in a good way. Things are going to blow up, like a lot is going to happen that's going to help you get through the situation that you don't see a way out of right now. Like a lot of stuff. And yeah, you're going to have to keep busy with Aries. You're going to have to keep your energy up. But you're going to have other people, other parties helping you this entire time. You don't have to worry as much as you might be worried because, you know, you feel like you got screwed. Yeah. Let me do one more card. I feel like I just want to do one. All right. Any other oracle cards? Any other advice for my Geminis? Any other advice? Oh, there we go. The book. Okay. The book. It's going to come to you. And, you know, it's like in the form of I feel like someone else knows something to help you too. Someone else has information to help you. On the bottom, the 6. Again, this is like joy, happiness. To me, this is also another someone else. Someone else who maybe has more than you. 6 is also the number for generosity. So yeah, somebody else either knows more than you or has a solution for you. But yeah, you're going to have to work for it. Okay? So anyway, that's your advice, Gemini. I hope it helps you. It seems like you guys got a lot to do in the next couple of weeks. So I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for taking interest in my videos. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.